Good morning, everyone. I know it's been a couple days since I've done a video, and I'm still feeling amazing and everything. Um, it just, the meditation took a lot out of me, and then we've just had life. And there just hasn't been a time that's synced up to really um, make a video and all that. And things are really going well, and the universe really spectacularly has continued to deliver to us. And there's still hiccups, but I feel like the hiccups just, they're not important. I was listening to a video the other day, and it talked about how we as people can have 9 out of 10 things that are just going great, and we focus on that 10th thing. And I really thought about that. And, I'm like, why do we do that? Why are we programmed to do that? It keeps us in such a low state then, because you're constantly worried about what you don't have instead of appreciating what you do. And I'm just like, it doesn't even make sense. And when you focus on what you do have, then you bring more of that in. And I'm literally experiencing that over the last month since I've had this shift into this deeper realization of this illness, and everything has been purposeful and deliberate, and was to teach me this deeper understanding. Is once I surrendered to that, all these other things that I've been trying to do for so long have started to sync up. And now, like, I can't go back and be really concentrating on those things anymore. It's I'm really focusing on the 9 out of 10 things that are right. And when a 10th thing comes up that, it's not the best, that, it could throw a wrench in my day, instead of really focusing on that, I'm just kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. Well, I'm going to think about these other 9 things and hope that the 10th thing works out. And I just am literally surrendering to, I can't control it because I can't. And I'm back in that ocean where I'm just, there may be a wave coming, but I'm just going to ride the wave, and it's going to be okay. And um, it's just beautiful to have that level of surrender. And it makes life so different. And it's so funny because there's been so many times that I tried and tried and tried to do that, and I just kept getting stuck and stagnant on that, 10th item, no matter what I did. And it truly took this illness to kind of catapult me into that deeper understanding. And that just gives me pause to say, if you're struggling right now, you just never know what that's going to morph into. And it's really your perspective. You can keep going down into that spiral of deeper understanding, and expands your knowingness, and you can go into this deep dark hole of woe is me, and it sucks, and life is terrible, and I'm never going to get better, and or my situation's never going to get better, or anything like that. My husband um, has had a really hard time. There always needs to be something else, like something more, instead of appreciating where we're at. And even I struggled with that for a long time too. And I even said last night and this morning, I'm just like, I just can't believe. And there's really, at this point, there's undeniable things that have occurred and happened over the last month that you might be able to say one is a coincidence, two, three. At what point do you say, no, this is the universe delivering to me for what is happening? And that's just fantastically amazing. And, I'm trying to, it's a hard line because you can't convince somebody else and you can't bring them, but you're so happy and you radiate. You're like, hey. And so, just pointing out let's focus on the 9 out of 10. I know it's benefiting, like, my husband and mine's relationship, my children and my relationship, and things like that. And I know that's making me feel better all the time. And it's just amazing. And there's these little blips that come up, but then they're just not a big deal. And so if you're struggling, you're going, what the hell are you talking about, Katie? The only thing I can say is, where is your focus? What is it on? Remember, you are a creator being. You have God, source, whatever is in you. And probably one of the biggest lies against humanity is this idea that we are separate from God. God is in us, and that is amazing, and that makes us creator beings. And once we realize and we can really handle that, then you go, well, if I'm creating my reality, then I don't want to be suffering constantly and that sort of thing. And so you start to shift and morph, and it's hard, but it's not hard. And you just, the biggest things that have been helping me are focusing on those 9 out of 10 things that are good. Remembering those moments when times are bad. I'm not feeling, because I'm absolutely feeling those moments. But when they've passed, then I'm like, I don't want to stay in this state. This isn't who I feel like naturally. And so I think back to those moments where I feel like me, 100%. Whether it's a good parenting moment, whether it's this awesome, we receive this awesome blessing from the universe, or whatever it may be. And I want more moments like that in my life. And so that's what I'm going to choose to focus and put my energy on. And it is so amazing because it works. And, most people would be like, oh, there's no way it can't work. Well, yeah, it does. It's amazing. Literally the most amazing thing I have ever seen. And it's just getting back in touch every single day with those moments of me-ness have made the biggest difference. And then I feel centered and aligned. And when the next blip comes up, like, normally it's like blip, 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 and then eventually you just you lose control and you can't get back in alignment, and you're like, oh my God, this isn't working. See, this isn't working. This isn't going to work. And you kind of create your own little shit show here. And now it's just like, it's making that spin into this positive, this is what the person I want to do and be, and all of that. So I don't know, I hope that helps. I'm being paged, so I have a little person that just woke up. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any thoughts, let me know.